Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name's Arlad for Set Play Gaming, and this is the FC24 Colchester United Career Mode with Owen Coyle Season 2 Episode 33. And this is the transfer window episode, so stick around, we've got some transfers happening today. We're going to finish off January 2025 as we take on Cheltenham away in the league. And then the other two fixtures as we start February. We've got Crawley Town at home and Grimsby Town away. And Grimsby are in the playoff spot, so this should be a tough game. Keep in mind today's episode might run a little bit longer, simply because we've got to get through the transfer news, as well as look at the league table and the 3 highlight packages for you. Let's crack on with today's show and see how we get on. Alright, so the final game of January 2025 as we take on Cheltenham away. This is the lineup that we're going with. Once we finish this game, we'll jump straight into the transfer window video to recap everything that's happened. And opening couple of minutes here, Ionvian holds off Thompson, gets away from his man, into Taylor into Jay, great chance early, out comes Southwood, makes a great save, clawing at the ball and pushing it away at the same time. And then, before we get to the 10-minute mark, Egbo does well on the right side, breaks the attack down, it's played through. Ionvian here takes it away from Bradbury, holds him off, gets a bit of space on his favourite left foot and smashes it into the corner. Just after 10 minutes, we have a 1-0 lead. Ionvian's been really impressive for us. And keep in mind, the age gap between Samson Tovide and Bradley Ionvian is actually, it's minimal. I think it's less than a year, if not right on the verge of a year. And then on 17 minutes, Egbo wins the ball back here. It's given away, and then Keener into Street, and Street's going to hit the crossbar with a lovely little dink past Smith. Somehow we managed to get the ball away. And then 32 minutes in, Adzed into the box, into Street. Street should be levelling it. He should be hitting the target from there. A quality striker like him should be at least testing Smith. And he gets it wide. Look at him. He knows that's a golden opportunity for the home side. And then a few moments later, Street again involved in the play. Into Keener. Aidan Keener into Smith. And Smith, just before Iandolo can get an interception, Smith on this right hand side goes to bend it with his left foot. You see here, not quite at the 6-yard box, and surprisingly hits it wide. 5 minutes to go before half time. Cheltenham looking to get back into this again. Too much space here between the defence and midfield as Smith gets past Iandolo, crosses it in, there's the header and a great save from Smith. Comes out, claws at it and makes the save. Into the second half action now, and 2 minutes after the restart, Ferry plays in Keener, and Keener with the low shot goes through the legs of Smith and comes back to Keener, and he doesn't miss those. Despite the performance from Smith in goal, this is one really that he'd like to probably have back. He comes out here, makes himself big, gets a little bit unlucky. And then on 55 minutes, Jay rides the challenge, wins the ball back, and we're pushing up. In comes Edwards, War Edwards into McGeehan. There's a foul in the build-up and the ref says play on. It's Taylor with an effort and a good save from Southwood, diving to his left, pushing it away. And then 5 minutes later, Edwards down the left-hand side, cuts inside into Jay. Jay spots Ionvian edge of the 6-yard box, and this is slightly unfair because Ionvian's got both the strength and the height there, and because the goalkeeper comes out, he's teased by this, and you can see he comes out and there's just no attempt to clatter the striker or anything by Southwood, and he's caught in no man's land. Ionvian with his second, so a brace for the young striker. Ionvian into Edwards, and Iandolo now on the left. 75 minutes in, Ionvian into Jay. Lovely build-up play. Great patience into Shields, and he smashes that one over. Connor Shields passing up the chance to get his name on the score sheet today. Taylor, 81 minutes, back to Reed. Reed pulls the trigger, and what a tremendous strike that is from Arthur Reed. this is somebody that doesn't get forward all that much, and we do prefer him to sit, but an opportunity to get forward here. Look at this. Not even above 60 on his shot power and finishing, but that is a glorious strike from Reedy. And we see this game out by 3-1 on away soil. That is a fantastic win for us. And let's go into the transfer window, see how things go. Jumping into the transfers, if you've been following this career mode pretty closely, you'll have seen that the interest of other clubs has been in Jay Mingy this year, and he has basically unlocked his ability playing in this advanced central midfield role. And Bristol City came in with a £950,000 offer, which was rejected, but they've now agreed a £1.2 million deal for Jay Mingy to join Bristol City, and this is a massive capture for them and a big deficit for us, but one that we have to say yes to. 1.2 million is still a lot of money for a League Two club, and he's agreed all the principles of his contract. You can see there, it's made the major articles of League Two on this save, and the articles apparently just keep coming. It's Jay Mingy Day. So yeah, it's a big loss for us. How big of a loss could it potentially be as we look to try and win League Two? You can see here from his contributions, 6 goals, 5 assists in 25 games, average rate of 7.1. I have no doubt that Mingy would have got double goals and assists and gone into double figures, but he's a big miss. Moving on to our own transfer business, we're going to bring in Anthony Grant off the free agents, and this guy isn't going to make a big impact, but considering towards the final 10 minutes of the game, I want somebody that's experienced to come on and basically just hold the ball up without having to sacrifice, say, a younger central midfielder, a prospect that's going to lose potential because he's only putting in 10 minutes here and there. So the next one is Mal Benning. We're going to bring him in off the free agency as well. I'm surprised nobody snapped this guy up because he's pretty good. 31 years of age now, but 62 overall. He's going to take the backup left back spot that was left vacant by Ben Greenwood. You remember he got recalled back to Bournemouth, so we had a little bit of a void there at left back in the backup spot. Benning's going to take that. And here's a quick summary. O'Leary, the academy defensive mid, he's gone to Wolfsburger on loan for the rest of the season. You remember we agreed a deal for Tom Hopper to go to Northampton, and McConnell, the academy striker, has gone to FC Annecy for the rest of the season on loan to get some experience. As you can see, Mingy was sold for 1.2 million. Benning and Grant brought in. That pretty much completes our transfer business. No big major signings as you'd expect with a club in League Two. We're just looking to consolidate and maintain our League Two title charge. Okay, so life begins without Jay Mingy as we take on Crawley Town at the beginning of February. Let's see how we get on. If you've been paying close attention to the development of this team, it seems logical that we'd bring Arthur Reed into midfield and allow McGeehan to now take up his preferred central midfield role from defence into attack. Look at this spring forward. Tovide holds it up, plays it in behind Maguire, Shields into the box, and a low shot just clips that past Corey Adai into the bottom corner 7 minutes in, and Connor Shields scores. But other than that, we didn't really lose, other than Jay Mingy from that central midfield spot. We didn't lose anybody else. We've managed to retain Chilvers, managed to retain Aurora Edwards. We still have Tovide, we still have a Tovide, we still have a very good side. 6 goals in 19 matches for Connor Shields. He's made the right wing spot his own and causing problems down this right hand side again on 12 minutes. Shields looking to cut inside. He's knocked off the ball there, but added pressure and it's given away by Darcy. Chilvers there has to score, but a kick save by Adai. And then the ball swung into the box. It's a great save, and then somehow we keep it alive, but we can't get a man in the 6-yard box to divert that in. It's going to come back. Edwards back to McGeehan, back to Dallison into Chilvers, turns into Shields, and another good save by Corey Adai. And Crawley are just about hanging on here. Chance here for them to get forward. Greenidge is going to try and clear this. Williams with the interception. O'Dunkor with a low shot and a great save near post by Amos. 23 minutes in, a chance to break after Crawley's corner. Tovide through to Edwards, he's through, he's at the races, here we go. It's a War Edwards against the die, and it's a great save from Courier Die again. 23 minutes, that should have been 2-0. And then 39 minutes in, Childers back to Tovide. McGeehan into Childers. Childers going to find that spot from the edge of the box. It's a great effort, but a good save from a die once again. And then 44 minutes in, Shields down the right. He's going to cut back into Childers, into McGeehan. Patiently waiting for the opening. Into Childers, going to spot the run. Shields is in behind the defence again. Blasts one over the crossbar. So only the one goal at the minute against Crawley. Into the second half play. Shields challenges, wins that. Shields holds it up. He's going to play this one in. In behind the defence. Tovide round the goalkeeper. And it is 2-2 Colchester. 57 minutes in. Samson Tovide makes it 2-0. And now things are looking a little bit more comfortable. Shields here, having scored in the first half, has now set up Tovide for the second. It was looking like a Courier Die masterclass with his saves that he was making. 80th minute, it's not quite cleared. We're going to see a nice bit of skill here as it's intercepted. Mellor into Shea Cooper. Look at this. How you doing? And then McGeehan into the box. Just tries to play into Tovide for another, but it's intercepted. A lovely piece of creativity from Cooper there. O'Dunkor coming down this right hand side into Thompson, crosses it, headed away, flicked away. It's going to come back in. Rolls is going to take this one, but he ends up sending it over the crossbar. And we hold on here for the 2-0 win at home. So another clean sheet and another 3 points for what is a potential championship run for us now. On to the final game. Alright, here we go. Let's look at the League 2 table. At the end of January, beginning of February, we have a 7-point lead over Crewe Alexandra in second. MK Dons hold that third automatic promotion spot at the moment, albeit level on points with Grimsby, who we play next. And then Port Vale, Gillingham and Forest Green make up those playoff places, with Tranmere just outside them. Into the mid-table, Notts County are on 42 points. Wrexham, 41 points in 10th. And then Doncaster, Walsall, Harrogate have done well with 10 wins from 30 games. They're now in 13th. Cheltenham, Swindon and Accrington make up mid-table. As we drop into the final bottom half of this table, Barrow, Mansfield, Morecambe and Newport. And then Carlisle, Stevenage, Sutton and Crawley Town. Stevenage, our old club, in real trouble there at the bottom. So as we head into this match against Grimsby, as I said, they are looking to try and get into the auto-promotion zones. So this is going to be a difficult game for us. We have gone 10 games unbeaten in the league. Most of those, I think, in fact, all of those might even be 10 successive wins. I'm pretty sure they're all wins. I'd have to go back and look at the record books. 3 minutes in, Ian Dolo pulls it back to Childers. And a great start this would have been, but Eastwood tips it over the bar. Kyle looks on there from the sidelines. And Grimsby looking to hit back. 12 minutes in, it's going to be Danny Rose. We're familiar with him from last year's career mode. And it's going to be played to Vernon, and then Glennon in on the left wing. He's about to pull the trigger, and in comes Dallison to make the tackle. The home crowd wanting a penalty, but I don't think there's anything doing there. A chance for us to break as Rogers is caught on the ball there. And then Jay into Childers, into Shields. Waterfall intercepts and gives it away. And a great chance for Connor Shields, showing his strength. He does really well to get by Waterfall. And then cuts in on Glennon, holds him off. And you can see he's kind of off balance and he tries to dink this into the far corner. It's a great chance for him. And Coyle knows, in a game where we might not get many chances, that was an opportunity. And then Vernon showing his pace down the left-hand side here. Gets away from Dallison, looking to pull this back. Gets a little bit of fortune, pulls back to Hunt. His shot blocked as Dallison recovers, and we can get the ball clear. Can we attack from this counter-attack ourselves as it's played into Jay. Jay into Shields, and now he's got Rogers to beat. And Rogers, he drops the shoulder on him, and Shields goes near post, and Eastwood makes the save. As we look to close out this first half, it's 0-0. Childers with the free kick opportunity, sends it over the wall that hits the side netting, and we're going to go in at the break, 0-0. So this is going to be, as I said, a difficult game, a tight game. On 57 minutes, a crossfield ball. Dallison here goes to chest it and miscontrols it, allows Vernon to run in and steal the ball from him. Out comes Amos, and Vernon makes no mistake, punishes that error by Dallison. Maybe Dallison should have just hoofed that into Rosette. But once Vernon took that ball off him, he was never going to catch him. Out comes Amos, but Vernon confident enough to finish that opportunity. 82 minutes in, ball swung in, Amos comes out, gets a fist to the ball, and we can somehow manages to clear it. Yondolo holds on, and we can clear the ball. 93 minutes in, we are trying to put pressure on him, but our legs have basically gone at this point, and we're trying to put the pressure on, but Grimsby hold on for this 1-0 win. It's a huge win for Grimsby Town, and as I said, our 10-game unbeaten streak now comes to an end in the league. It's not all doom and gloom. You know, obviously we still have the look of potential champions, and I'm pretty sure we'll be in the mix come the end of the season, and we'll try and get off on another winning run in the next episode. Alright, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I did try to condense it to under 20 minutes. I think I've done pretty well. When we come back in a couple of days, we'll be taking on Gillingham on the Tuesday. That's at home. And then we have Wrexham and Morecambe. That'll close out February. If you want to continue to support me on the channel, please consider watching something from the playlist available at the end of this video. Until then, my name's Arlad for Set Play Gaming. See you guys soon.